Down in Atlanta where rhythm drums strong, riders unite after a whole year gone. Heritage and history blended so sweet, a family reunion beat by beat.
All right.
This is great. Excited.
Yeah, so nice to meet you.
Yes, it's nice to meet you
Kharisma
too.
Antoinette. Yes. What brought you to Black Writers Weekend?
What brought me to Black Writers Weekend is I saw it on social media for the past few years, and I really love just to have a space where a lot of Black creatives could come together to not just create, but also to network and connect with each other. Because sometimes, as a creative myself, it can feel really isolating working on your project and not feeling like anyone cares about it, that anyone sees it as worthwhile besides you. And so to see that there was a space somewhere in our country where people were really uniting to just connect and uplift each other instead of being a competition was a space that I wanted to be in.
Yeah, that's so important to find spaces like this. People look like you, doing the same things that you're doing, similar to what you're doing. I'm going to be able to build a community with them. That's super important. So I read a little bit about you, and you are a children's author.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to us about your project.
Yes, so I've been a children's book author for the past 3 years now. I was reflecting on that recently on my way down here from Indiana. And I decided to write relationship-focused children's books for youth and non-traditional family structures to really jumpstart those difficult conversations about the intense emotions and experiences that they encounter daily. Because oftentimes when we look at our literature, of course we don't see a lot of Black and brown faces, but there's even more rarity of seeing family structures where it's not a two-parent household in a book for a child to see. And so to be able to provide that visibility for a child, for them to see a book where there is a blended family, or a child being raised by the grandparent, or being in a foster family, those situations that they themselves are experiencing that are of equal weight as just seeing their skin color, to seeing their families as well in the pages.
Absolutely. So would you say your children's books are for both audiences, both the child and the adult? Or?
Yes, but I have never imagined how much adults will relate to a picture book until I became an author. Like, of course, adults are the ones with the money, like compared to the kids. Like, kids are just here to ask their parents to buy them a book. But adults really resonate with the books a lot, not say a lot more, but a lot more immediately than a kid would. And I've enjoyed those conversations as well, just adults also processing those feelings and emotions that they also have had from their own experiences. And I think that's the beauty of a picture book. I think oftentimes people discredit it because it is a picture book, right? It's for kids who are usually 3 to 8 years old. But there's a level of vulnerability that comes with writing a picture book, with reading it, instead of just saying those words or just reading those words. It's a level to see it. And it causes you to feel it a little bit more intensely than you would have just reading the words.
Absolutely. So what have been some of your wins this past couple of years with the book?
My couple of wins. Going back to what I said earlier about it's nice to be in a space where someone can see your work and like see that value in it instead of just keeping it private. So of course the biggest win is just going for it, right? Believing in your story and believing that other people want to see and would appreciate it. And it's also great because I have worked on a national level for a not-for-profit called the Children's Defense Fund. And so to be able to work for them in their Freedom School structure, to be the real out guest at some of their Freedom School sites, and to read my books to kids that I've worked with in the past, some kids I haven't worked with, but to go back to a place that I have given so much to, and for them to be receptive of my work has also been just another level of affirmation of the work that I'm doing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so good to have the reception that you received so far. People get it. Like, that's when you put your work out, your inner world out, people actually get what you're doing and the why. It's so important. So when you think about who you are today as an author, what's the next step for you? Are you thinking about it as an evolution and what you're going to do next already? Or are you thinking about just continuing to amplify what you've already done?
Of course, amplifying what I've already done. I would love to continue to write more picture books because there's so many different family structures that are out there, and expanding on that in that way. And I also, like, part of the reason why I'm here is that I'm doing a writing workshop about how to write a picture book, and so also inspiring that next generation of authors as well. Because again, going back to what I said earlier, it's not about competition, it's about collaboration. And what I care about most importantly in this world is that kids have books where they see themselves reflected in the pages. And that is a big task that I can't do by myself. And so instead of taking that all on myself and hoarding all the information and knowledge that I know, I'd rather share that with other people to uplift them and support them as well, because I know that I would have loved that support as well along my journey.
Yeah, it's real purpose-driven work. I love that. How much of Indianapolis do you feel like is a part of your work, like the way you grew up, the culture that you were in? Did that inspire you at all to be who you are today?
Definitely. Indy is a place that is always going to be close to my heart because it's a place that I've had my heart broken a lot of times by the city itself, like people in the city, but it's also the city that has uplifted me the most. You know, it's just a place where you grew up and where it has changed you and grown you and cultivated you into who you are. And I think about that a lot in terms of when I've done my book launches, the places that I choose to do them aren't just like the cute, glamorous places that would look great for Instagram, but they're the places that have meaning to me because they've helped me along the way. And my first book launch was at Tease Me Cafe, which is owned by Tamika Jamison, which is a famous WNBA basketball player. She has a local tea shop. And I was in her basketball camp when I was younger. I acted a fool at her basketball camp when I was younger, right? But like I say, like the places where I was nurtured, where I had made my mistakes, bumped my head, and for us to be able to collaborate and say like, I was a bad kid in your program, but now I'm an adult who's doing some good things. Can I use your space to do this good work and uplift the community in this way? And then my second one being at my university that I graduated from with both of my bachelor's and master's degree, full ride paid for, to be able to say like, can I do this here at this university so that way the kids who are coming to my book launch are now being able to step foot on a college campus, right, and be able to do that as well. And so the city has influenced definitely how I write, but also my intentionality when I showcase my writing as well to keep them along with me.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on all your success. It's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. Anything else you want to talk to the folks that will be watching and listening about your work and yourself personally?
I think the biggest thing is, number one, I'm grateful to be here at the Black Writers Weekend. Like I said, it was great to see it on social media, reach out, and then be able to be invited to come to present. And so, of course, following the Black Writers Weekend is really important. Also following me on social media, Kharisma Antoinette, KHRISMA ANTOINETTE. Look, I have to spell my name. It's a hard name. You got to spell it. But also on my website, it's the same thing, KharismaAntoinette.com, just to stay up to date, whether it's writing books or just like wanting to read my books or just wanting to connect with someone else who knows what it's like to do this author thing, for better or for worse. I am here for it.
Okay. And do you see yourself doing more talks like this?
I do. I'm very excited to see where it will take me. Like I said, I'm from the 317. Now I'm over here in Atlanta. And who knows, maybe I'll come to Maryland. I have no idea. I'm here for it though.
Okay. All right. That's awesome. Thank you.
No problem.
Down in Atlanta where rhythm drums strong, riders unite after a whole year gone. Heritage and history blended so sweet, a family reunion beat by beat. Ink on the page, hearts in a dance, past meets the future at every chance. Creativity flows like a beat so true, a family reunion, this joy is for you. Good vibes all rise and change on the way. We celebrate each other, our spirits play. Black writers